Hey guys, it's me again, Roxy from VA Masters. So, medyo reddish and tan yung skin natin today kasi kakaakyat ko lang ng Mount Apple
Wow.
last week. But anyways, for today's video guys, pag-uusapan natin yung top 5 virtual assistants mistakes. And usually nangyayari or nagagawa natin to if we are a beginner or nagsisimula pa lang tayo as a virtual assistant. So, I am a virtual assistant for like 3 years already and I admit na nung nag-start pa lang talaga ako, sobrang dami kong mistakes kasi syempre, di mo pa alam ano yung gagawin mo eh. And sobrang clueless mo na akala mo tama yung ginawa mo but mali pala. So, mistake number 1 is wala kang niche or wala kang specific field na in-specialize as a virtual assistant. So, sobrang mistake niya talaga kasi sometimes it resulted to nagiging overwork ka and si client din medyo nako-confuse kung paano ka i-manage kasi nga hindi niya alam kung anong field ka expert, hindi niya rin alam kung anong tamang offers na ibibigay sa'yo. So, sa Philippines kasi sobrang dami nating jack of all trades na kaya ko tong gawin, kaya ko to lahat. Okay naman siya at first but in the long run, magiging sobrang damaging niya as a virtual assistant kasi nga it looks like you are competing to everyone. And mas maganda yung may specific field ka talaga or niche like social media, e-commerce, admin, or real estate so that magiging remarkable ka as a VA. Mistake number 2 is masyadong mababa yung rates mo. Like, okay lang $2 per hour, $3 per hour as long as my client, which is wrong yung mindset natin pag ganyan kasi that's why may mga client din na masyado tayong tinitake advantage as a Filipino VA kasi nasanay sila na sobrang cheap natin. And as a VA, you should know how to negotiate with your client and increase your rate. Okay lang naman na at first talaga may experience natin yung lowball rates kasi beginner pa tayo eh. So nagsisimula pa lang tayo but as time goes by, you should know how to increase your rate din and negotiate with your client kasi hindi pwedeng dyan ka na lang palagi. Like hanggang dyan ka na lang. Minsan din, it will result to overwork ka, hindi nabibigyan ng tamang justice yung load mo or yung trabaho mo. So, always know your worth. Mistake number 3 is poor communication. So, ang daming virtual assistant na sobrang hindi responsive sa kanilang client and as a VA, dapat responsive ka and you should be proactive in terms of instructions. Alam mo yun, dapat ma-receive mo ng tama yung instruction and if may times man na medyo confusing yung instruction, then you have to take a pause, i-process mo muna or i-break down mo muna yung instruction into pieces and then try to understand them. Use any tools na kung ano yung makaka-help sa'yo to understand, then balikan mo si client and dun ka mag-respond sa kanya. Also, huwag mong masyadong iugali yung puro ka lang noted. Yes, noted without really understanding the instruction or the message from your client. Kasi naboboard yung client pag ganyan. Yung para kang robot, para kang AI. So always give updates to your clients, no? Updates sa tasks and huwag kang late mag-reply and ipa-feel mo sa kanya na you are reachable, you are his partner because the more na clear ka, the more yung trust na nabibuild ng client sa'yo. Mistake number 4 is no systems or tools. So as a virtual assistant, sobrang daming available na tools or systems na makaka-help sa atin to make our job more efficient and more effective. May mga VA kasi na wala silang tools or systems like sobrang scattered ng workflow nila and sometimes it creates conflict din kasi hindi mo na alam kung ano yung uunahin, hindi mo na alam kung ano yung urgent, ano yung priority. So, mas better if may system ka and of course, may tools ka na ginagamit like task management, data management, like Trello, Asana, ClickUp, Google Drive, Google Sheets, yung mga templates na available online. You just have to create a system na effective and mas madali sa'yo so that si client din makikita niya na you are really organized kasi part yun ng requirements nila eh. If they look for a virtual assistant, of course, di ba? Nasa list yan ng requirements na highly organized. Tapos if hindi ka naman organized, so syempre, sobrang scattered, sobrang messy ng work mo. So use systems or tools, sobrang daming available natin dyan and free pa. May mga free tools tayong available, so let's enjoy it. Mistake number 5 is hindi nag-upscale. May mga VAs dyan na sobrang galing sa first, like start pa lang sobrang galing, pero hanggang doon lang. Like sa una lang okay, sa una lang magaling, but alam mo yun, hindi nag-i-improve along the way, along the journey. So, ngayon kasi, sobrang mabilis magbago yung VA industry kasi nga, may AI tools na tayo, di ba? So, if hindi ka marunong mag-catch up sa trend, hindi ka marunong mag-upscale, hindi ka marunong mag-improve sa ano mo, sa skills mo, sa talent mo, mapapag-iwanan ka talaga. And with that, of course, forever na mababa yung rate mo, wala kang growth, stagnant ka, stuck ka. So, dun mo mafe-feel na may burnt out, may stress, and you will feel na sobrang limited ng opportunity sa'yo kasi nga, may chance ka sanang aralin yung ibang niche or aralin yung ibang field but hindi mo ginawa kasi nga, I don't know, maybe tinatamad ka or wala kang time, pero may time ka naman sa mga ibang bagay. But, you know, as a virtual assistant, if may time tayo, mag-upskill tayo, like, ang daming pwedeng pag-aralan dyan, like, andyan yung social media management, email marketing, website development, ano pa ba? Automation, tools, sobrang dami talaga. And 'di ba sa VA industry sobrang mabilis niyang magbago. So if maka-decide ka one day na parang mag-shift ka into different path or different niche, at least confident ka na sa self mo na may learnings ka na, may alam mo yun, may background ka na sa mga ganito, and si client din hindi siya mahihirapan to convince themselves na i-hire ka kasi nga alam nilang legit kang may knowledge sa mga bagay na to. So, yun lang naman mga ate girl. So, let's recap lang, no? Mistake number 1 is wala kang niche. Mistake number 2 is you don't know your value or masyadong mababa yung rate mo. Mistake number 3 is poor communication. And mistake number 4 is no systems or tools na ginagamit. And mistake number 5 is hindi ka nag-upscale. So those are the 5 mistakes, guys, na we need to avoid. So I know na hindi naman perfect talaga yung start ng VA journey natin. Like you guys, nung nagsimula ako, medyo nangangapa din talaga ako. Yung importante is we don't stop learning and we don't stop improving ourselves. And let's be humble always. And let's be, coachable. Like, sobrang dami pa nating need i-learn within the industry. And wag natin i-ignore yung mga guide na nai-encounter natin along our journey. Like this one, like this video, I am filming this one because I want to share my experience then and how I landed a good client and good agency, good rate. So I wish everyone a huge success on your VA journey, and yung right client, yung perfect rate, magiging sayo rin yan in God's perfect time. So, ano ba yung chika natin? So, I think that's it for today's video. And, I'll see you guys next week kasi may mga new videos pa akong i-produce. So, if you find this very helpful or relatable, don't forget to subscribe to VA Masters. for more tips. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much. Ingat!